Welcome to this week's podcast, episode 2 of Damn Cuh, a Podcast. I'm Cam Crawford.
I'm Michael McGarrahan.
I'm Muhil Vasikaran.
I'm Brendan Mascherino.
And today we have a very special guest joining us. Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name's TK.
You got a last name, TK?
McGarrahan.
Dude, it's great to have you, man. It's
It
really
feels good.
Wow.
And it's
Ryan Gosling's
Ryan Gosling's brother, kind of related to our hint from last week.
So let's just get straight into it.
Yeah, we're going right in. We're diving
All
into it.
right, so as you know, I like to talk about some bullshit that goes on social media. True. So, you know, there's a little feature on Instagram where you can like pictures, all right? And the intent of the feature is that when you express that you like someone's picture, you like the picture. So tell me why every time I go on my Instagram stories and someone's asking for us to like their picture, that defeats the purpose of liking.
You're just trying to, it goes with the ego topic again that we touched last week. Like, it's just to boost everyone's ego and confidence. Like, we don't really care that you, like, got a new dog or something like that. Like, I think it's a really good way to promote other, like if you have, like, a business account and you want to promote it, that's a good way to do it. Like, get your Instagram family over there and just, like, bring people to different pages. But
I wonder, like, school-wise, though. Like,
that's just
they-
ego.
yeah, exactly. Like, they just want to be.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not about emotional connection anymore. It's just like getting a number and getting the popularity. It's not like my posts. Like, it's not saying like, hey, let's talk. It's like just put your thumb
Like my
down
post
on
so
it.
that
Like it.
I don't have
care
to
about
focus
you, but
on my damn homework and I can just look at notifications pop up on my
I just gotta say, if you post LMP on your story, like, that's just like, that's low. Like,
Yeah.
if you're doing that, you're not using Instagram to share your photos with other people. You're just trying to show off.
But the
and
thing is, it's
look
not
cool.
even Instagram. Like, you might have the Instagram stories where you can say, go like my picture on, like, my main account. It's not only that, it's like Snapchat too. Like, they're posting like, go like my picture on my Instagram on
Disco.
Snapchat. Like,
it's crazy. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It's ridiculous.
Nah,
It's just like, come on, just post your picture. People will see it.
Wait
they'll
till
like
people
it,
like it,
they won't.
and then you're done.
Yeah.
Just
like,
get over it.
if people actually like their picture, then they'll like the picture.
Exactly.
You don't have to tell me to like the picture or else I'll dislike the picture.
Yeah, that Instagram needs that, like,
The
triple tap or something, like thumbs down.
Just,
Or like
it's
one
evolved
tap.
into a how many likes can you get contest, not a
Yeah.
oh, look where I was, look what I was doing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
likes lost their meaning with the age of Instagram. It's about, oh, if I get this many likes, I'm way cooler than you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Dumbasses.
I do feel like this touches on our next topic, the phone use, just in general, especially in schools. Like, I know a lot of the teachers hate when people go on their phones and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
it definitely
it's-
takes away from even noticing, like, myself doing, like, homework or something like that.
Yeah, we're all guilty of
Yeah,
it here.
everyone's
Definitely,
guilty
yeah,
of
all
it.
of us, yeah.
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 And then the computers. Like, the computers always break down in the classrooms, and then it's just like, why don't we just switch it back to paper? But, like,
Ink
it also makes
pads.
it easier, but it also makes it harder.
Yeah, I got them
So-
think pads.
Oh yeah.
I like there's a few aspects to the digital things I like. I like being able to submit assignments online, just like one
That's-
click.
Yeah, that's
so
fun.
nice.
It's easy.
That's
Just
really
from home.
convenient. But then when I have to do math homework and look off an online textbook or have to submit a picture and stuff, I'm
That's
like,
cancerous.
That's some garbage.
Yeah, I don't think they see, like, I guess maybe they're trying to just, like, engage with the young age and saying, like, oh, they don't like textbooks, like, they want to be using technology and stuff. Like, really, we don't when it's so unorganized and just, like, it's not, like, we'd rather look at the textbook.
Yeah.
100%. Like,
And-
we're no, like, seriously, it's not.
Today I was in class and like half of my class wasn't working, and it's because the Wi-Fi. Do you guys know the BYOD?
Yeah, BYOD.
That
yeah,
one,
DASD,
the
BYOD,
Wi-Fi,
yeah.
like it wasn't working for people, and like they have
it's not reliable.
every time you come back to school, you have to enter the
Re-sign
password.
in. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's such a waste,
cheese.
man.
Like,
I just want to go on the Wi-Fi and then do my work, so then
Yeah.
it's just over. Like,
Here's something that makes no sense. If you're listening to me, school board, all right, DASD guess not letting me use Schoology. What kind of shit is that? All right, what are you talking about? It's Schoology. It's not, you know.
Schoolology.
as
Come on.
old people like to say, schoolology.
like if it was a game, I would understand, but like Schoology,
It's Schoology.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
just
like
Yeah.
you guys made that.
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
I mean, I'm at the point where I have a school laptop and I'm about to give up. I'm about to phone it in and just buy one because I really can't do anything on it. It's
Yeah,
just
and
they
a
they
piece of-
straight up blocked.
No.
I went to watch a movie last night. Actually, the one we're gonna discuss towards the end of the podcast.
Blowout 1981, Brian De Palma.
I went to watch it on my school computer, MacBook Air. Thought it was gonna be great. Put some nice headphones on. Well, turns out the school just released this new, like, I don't know what would it be called, like a firewall to
Yeah.
block any like streaming sites like Amazon Prime. Like what harm does
Netflix.
Amazon Prime do? And Netflix, like
Netflix went Despacito.
just because people
yeah.
are watching it in your class, maybe that means you should like teach better.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
My thing is like, you can block Netflix and stuff in school, but why do you block it when
At
people
home.
get home? Because
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
we're-
gonna watch Netflix
Paying for
one way or
laptop.
another.
We're still
What
paying a high
difference-
price for that laptop. We're not paying.
We're
yeah.
paying literally the same price of the
Yeah,
computer.
it's not any less.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like renting to own it. Like just because we're on your Wi-Fi doesn't mean that you still you still own it.
You can take the kid out of Netflix, but you can't take Netflix out of the kid.
Exactly.
Damn, cuz.
Back to the phones, what we were touching on earlier, like, I mean, everyone's guilty of using their phones probably at times when they shouldn't be, but it's a bit disheartening when you're chilling with all your friends at lunch or study hall or whatever, and they just are glued to it. It's not even like they're
Yeah,
returning an
that's-
emergency
yeah.
call
That's
or
like
texting something
Yeah.
important.
It's like-
that's taking away
They're
from
just,
like,
they're just
LMP.
scrolling through. They're just scrolling through like
Just posting
LMP
them
kind of stuff.
LMP.
Yeah.
takes away from the social aspect of everything. Like
You know, because everything social has to be on the internet nowadays.
yeah,
Social media, man. It's all media based.
I think
not
most-
so
of course.
social media.
I
Yeah.
think most kids these days like know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, true.
It's just like they only can do
they
it.
say like 2 words and then it's like quiet. It's
Even
like
though we are
awkward quiet.
kids, like
Yeah.
of this.
Well, yeah.
You,
I
you
mean,
should,
that's
like you should be able to talk about kid stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah,
a
true,
lot of
true.
kid stuff.
Yeah.
But
And it's
nobody's
even
able to talk
adults
about
too
it.
now. Obviously, kids are a big part of it, but some adults
yeah.
are guilty of just being stuck to their phones and
Yeah.
having rough social interactions.
Yeah,
If you know
and
what I'm
then
saying.
and they're
Yeah.
kind of like hypocritical. Like they tell us like that we are always constantly on our phones, not like communicating with one another. But then you look at them and they're straight up on their phone while they're telling you that.
Yeah.
It
Literally.
also makes
Like-
the hallway mad dangerous.
It's
I'm
true,
playing
yeah.
Crossy Road out in the hallway. It's a deep cut, but my God, I gotta dodge and weave these kids just looking down on their phone. I'm like,
Hallway
hey,
of death.
chin
Yeah.
up, buddy.
I actually
Yeah.
crashed into somebody today that was walking. I was talking to my buddy, and then all of a sudden, this kid who had a phone just hit me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's ridiculous.
Bro, just either talk with people in the hallway or just get to your class. It's like, it's 4 minutes.
I know.
What's gonna happen?
I
Okay,
know.
check your text. Okay, there. You don't have to go into freaking Instagram while you're walking in the hallway. You got better times to
unnecessary,
do
yeah.
that.
I guess that the only reason they do that is because like you can't use phones in the classroom, but like
They use them
still.
anyway. They're
Yeah,
gonna still
come on,
continue
come on.
anyway.
If you're
Yeah,
that
it's like-
desperate, you'll find a way to use your phone during class.
I really do like the policy sometimes. Like if teachers don't want you using your phone, it's still a temptation in your pocket. Like it's so
Oh, of
easy.
course.
It's so
Oh,
easy
yeah.
to
When I
sneak
feel
it
a
out.
vibration, I'm like, ooh.
I know.
geez,
I'm like,
I
I
don't know what
have
that
to check it. Like,
who
what
is
was that?
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing something on it before and you can't check it because the teacher doesn't want you to. Like, you gotta check it somehow. I like the policy of like, if a teacher doesn't want you on your phone, you put it at the front of the classroom in a bin or in like the phone spas or whatever.
I love when teachers buy the Johns when you just like
Oh, Mrs.
Throw it on
flip
your door.
phone.
Yeah.
What about
yeah.
That's
what
good.
about? I feel bad for the teachers that are like trying to be nice, and they let the kids like put it on the desk, like literally.
Oh,
they
like
let 'em
face
put
down
it
or
right
something.
here.
Yeah.
They don't even tell them to put it face down, and it's just like
People
I
still
look
play
around
on
and
'em,
people
like-
are just like using it behind like somebody's back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sad thing is like both classrooms I've been in that have enforced like putting phones in a designated area have just let the policy go
Well,
on
yeah.
like day one,
Yeah.
like after like a week or
Yeah.
even earlier.
My history
Like, they
class.
just-
Well, that is. I understand why they do that. They do that to get you in the mindset of putting your phone away when you're in that
Yeah.
class. Like you should know. We're old enough now, and especially in high school, to know that we shouldn't be on our phones in the class when a teacher tells us that. So they kind of just surmise that like later on down the road that you'll know.
Yeah.
Put your phone away in my class. I'm trying to teach.
I just kind of feel like at the end of the day, it's got to come down to self-control because one day when you get to college or a job, the boss or the professor
It's
isn't
your
going
own
to say,
responsibility.
put your phone away. You're just going to not pay attention, and then you might do badly, you might screw up, and then you'll say, I need help, or why am I in trouble? Well, get off your phone, and maybe you wouldn't be having trouble in the class or
Yeah.
trouble at work. So, I don't know. It's really
Yeah, I
up to
agree with
people
you, though.
themselves, willpower.
Yeah.
Willpower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn, Code, that's a good one.
Thank you, bud.
All right, now we're getting into the real intense territory, boys. We're gonna be talking about, so I'm 100% positive you guys have heard of this. If not, then stop posting LMP and start reading some news. So recently, Nike's Just Do It campaign had the face of Colin Kaepernick with the quote, I think I paraphrase, or maybe I direct quote, who knows? Believe in something, even if it means risking everything or something. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
some
I think it may be
dumb.
sacrificing everything, but regardless.
This is like a controversial. I read on this that he was that was what he was protesting.
He's
Like,
protesting
brutality and
police brutality and
Yeah.
how
corruption.
Yeah, in the
So TK, what does Colin Kaepernick mean to you as someone who's not
like. Do you look up
white
to
like
him?
me or
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah,
Honestly,
He's not-
it was just to me like, what is this like? I guess you could have just there was different ways of speaking out than like
Yeah, I
There's-
feel.
you think
I-
there's
it's
different?
the
he didn't
national
have to do
anthem,
that,
like-
yeah.
people died like to save this country, I guess, or like content.
Yeah,
however you want to say
for
it.
Country,
for
yeah.
the freedom in which they're doing right now. So I
Yeah.
feel like why. I don't know. I feel like there's definitely different ways to go about the problem besides uprooting everyone in the industry.
I feel like he's also trying to. I feel like he has good meaning and bad meaning at the same time. So when he did that, he was trying to look at it as a positive, and like what he said, his thing. What was it again? Say it again for me.
Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing
See,
everything.
he's trying to be positive about it,
Yeah.
but like some people can look at it negative. And
Yeah,
Nike,
definitely.
I read on the Nike webpage or whatever, they were saying like their market, they're gonna put it out even if some people don't agree with it, because like if you try to please everybody, then you're
You
gonna
can't.
please
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah, you
yeah.
can't please anyone.
I find it to be quite a bold and commendable business move, not gonna lie. I quite enjoyed this ad campaign. I find that it's a very ballsy move, but at the end of the day, it's kind of a smart move.
It is because I mean, think about what a big, rich company Nike is. It's no sweat off their back if a good amount of people stop using their product.
Yeah.
They're trying to be on the side of Kaepernick.
Yeah, they're supporting what they believe, and I mean their stock did go
Yeah.
down a little bit.
No,
But
it actually. No, here's
there
the
was
thing.
a backlash.
I think it like it
Yeah.
went down and then it like shot back
Yeah,
up.
the thing with Nike, what
Yeah.
I've read, I could be wrong now, but like what I read, I mean, when it comes out, I feel like the headquarters, like the people, executives at Nike, don't really care about like his beliefs, but they care how much of an effect they're gonna have on their sales
Exactly.
at Nike. If they see like I read, I think it read like they boosted like 31 or 37%, one of those numbers. It was like they boosted 37%.
37, yeah.
And it was interesting, like I said, like some people were like protesting, like burning their apparel.
shoes,
But
yeah.
here's the thing.
That's the stupidest.
Like they already purchased you already
Yeah,
purchased Nike's
you're
clothes.
burning
They
your
don't
money.
care if you're
Like,
burning your money.
yeah.
So it really comes down to the
Yeah.
sales. Like they don't give a crap if
Yeah.
I feel like about his ideas really. It's just like they know
just
he can get
care
him
about-
money.
Yeah, that they're getting.
And this is like a wave, pretty much. Like he did this right now. This is gonna pass like in.
oh, of course, that's like
moments.
every
And
that's like every topic.
And
these
then
days.
and then they're gonna get a new celebrity on there, and it's gonna just.
Yeah, but think about it. He started this 2 years ago, and it's still going on. So
that's true.
maybe 2 years in the long run is a short amount of time, but it's not just a fad like that. And kind of going back to what TK was saying, like him kneeling during the national anthem, it's understandable. People can take that the wrong way, and no matter what your beliefs are on it, whether you think it was okay or not okay, I think his intention wasn't to insult Americans. It was to gain attention in the biggest way possible and use his platform to get to as many people as possible. And he got fired, and he knew that was going to happen. But think about
That's a
all the
ballsy
people
move.
talking about it, all the attention it's
Exactly.
It's a
gained.
Yeah.
very respectable.
That's why he said you
Yeah.
gotta be bold.
As opposed to being like as opposed to saying, I feel like it's sort of it's supposed to be like negative, saying like the government is so bad. He's probably saying like the opposite, like people, let's join together and
Yeah.
like let's
Yeah.
kneel
Yeah.
together.
Of course,
essentially.
of course.
Like,
You
it's
can
supposed to be,
post
like-
on social media all you want about rants on Twitter and all that.
Yeah.
But when you make big news by kneeling for the first time at a football game,
Yeah, that's
then
big
people
stuff.
are ready to listen.
If you were to
Yeah.
make an Instagram post or something, like some people would see it, but this is next level, top
Yeah,
notch.
exactly.
national stuff.
And
right
yeah,
there.
like I'm sure, well, obviously it has offended a lot of people, but you can't deny how much attention it's gained over the past couple of years.
Yeah, I feel like people drew a lot more attention to it than it needed to be. I feel like the whole police brutality thing definitely needed to be touched on that topic because it was a problem and it needed to be fixed. And I feel like if people are gonna kneel during the national anthem, I feel like you should just let them because I mean, it's not hurting. It's not
This
hurting
is like freedom
anyone.
of speech.
Yeah, it's yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it really is, this might offend some people, your First Amendment right, free speech, right to assemble. And I mean, if you go way back to the foundation of America, Jefferson, Madison, they said that they were coming from a British government that was really corrupt under King George. They said when they created this new American democracy, if the government ever gets corrupt, it's up to the people to, stand up and abolish it.
Yeah,
so
there it is, yeah.
whether
Of
you
course.
think the government is corrupt now or not, you can't be blaming people for saying what they believe in. That's an American characteristic.
Yeah, that's very good,
Well
Ken.
said.
Very well said.
Thank you. And I just want to add on one more thing. Anybody who knows me knows that I love NBA basketball and I love Sixers. I love LeBron James. And, LeBron James is the best basketball player in the league right now. And he's gotten kind of into the political scene recently. And earlier in the year, a reporter told him to just shut up and dribble as opposed to, getting involved with that kind of thing. And his philosophy was, no, I came from a background. I didn't have a dad growing up. I was poor. I didn't always have food on the table. So now that I'm a celebrity, I'm famous, I have this platform. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in for people who don't have that same voice. And if he had just shut up and dribble, there wouldn't be a school that he opened in Ohio for 300 underprivileged kids. So,
Exactly.
whatever you believe in it and
Speak
use
up
your
about
platform.
it.
Speak
So
up,
people are trying to
exactly.
make him sound like he's just
An ass.
some like
Just
dumb,
stop
some
getting
idiot
involved.
basketball
Like you already are
player.
famous.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
But if it wasn't for him doing what he thought was right, there would be people not in school right now.
Exactly.
So, yeah, just got sent it.
Right. So now on the topic of governments and conspiracies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let me
boy,
welcome the one of, in my opinion, the greatest conspiracy thriller of all time from Brian De Palma. It's his masterpiece, Blowout. So I've seen this film 3 times now.
Such a great movie.
I'd like to hear what you guys think about it.
Well, I remember right off the start of the movie when I started watching it for the first time, it started off with this like, okay, spoiler alert. It was this like really cheesy,
Oh
this
my
really
gosh, talk
cheesy
about-
like
that was
like murder scene with this like first person like axe killing,
Yeah.
some nudity in there, but then it came out and it was just like the story how it all fell together was like amazing.
It unfolded
It
very
unfolded,
well.
yeah, very
amazingly.
smooth,
Super
yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
Cheesy scene in the beginning. I absolutely love
Yeah.
that.
I do like it a
Yes.
lot.
Yeah.
I really
Like
like
when
it.
you first watch it, I was about to give you the warning, but I'm like, let's just find out for yourselves. I was about to be like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
beginning's a bit, it's interesting
bit
because like,
explicit.
honestly,
Yeah. No,
I was about to stop it
Yeah.
Wow.
because like
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? And then I was about to turn it off,
the
and then
horrible
it
sound
just
design and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
it was like
it just looks
Yeah.
crappy, and you think that's the movie you're watching.
Yeah, I thought
but
it
then
was,
it pans
for sure.
out, and it's John Travolta watching
And
and,
he's
kind
laughing
of
like,
criticizing.
damn, cut, what is this
you're
garbage?
like-
because like
The
he's
scream at the
walking
end.
through the hallway.
Oh, that's
People
so
act like they're not looking, but like you could clearly tell. You can see
Yeah,
with like
peripheral
vision.
yeah, like
The opening scene, it's so funny, man.
Yeah.
When she screams, that's when you know you're like,
Oh, no.
oh, so that's what
Yeah.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's crazy.
I really liked how at the end of the film it kind of related back to the scream
Coming
as
back,
well.
yep.
Yeah, because I like movies that do that. They all fall back to the beginning, how it all started. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed
I just
that.
gotta say a couple smaller things from the movie. One, I don't know if this was on purpose. I'm sure it was. I'm not a filmmaker like you guys, but there was a lot of pink light and red light in the movie, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I know you guys spent a lot of time doing that like extra effect for color. And then besides that, the fact that it took place in Philadelphia was really cool to me.
Yeah.
Because
Cool.
I was like, wow,
we're
I was there
about
before.
45 minutes from there.
In all
You
honesty-
recognize these places.
Yeah.
In
It's
all
cool.
honesty, if more people watch this movie, I'd say it would easily become a Philadelphia classic. Like the ending
Yeah,
sequence
of
with the
course,
current
of
play and all
course.
that. That shit would be instant classic material for Philadelphia.
Favorite shot of the whole movie, the aerial shot of the car driving through.
Oh,
Is that
it's
City
so
Hall?
good.
What is that? What's
Yeah,
that building?
The
Yeah, I
big
think-
drone shot and it's just.
It's
driving
honestly
through.
back then. That's a copter shot right there.
It was.
Copter.
It was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why the camera was a little bit shaky, but
Yeah.
that's
Copter,
a
yeah.
big ass copter shot. That is
Yeah.
amazing.
What about the
stuff.
frog scene? Yo?
Oh,
That was that's
that-
I
hilarious.
love
That
that.
mess-
I love this.
The
The initial
whole-
sound recording scene is so
The whole
good.
scene, just
That
how he
is
like
so good.
he points it and he listens to the couple like talking.
Yeah,
and she's
like, I think
she's
he's
like,
looking
I
at
think
us."
he's,
Yeah.
I think he's watching us. I don't want to be here anymore.
It's
The husband goes,
Yeah.
who
It
cares?
would have been cool
Yeah.
if they used that frog scene, like, cause it was. I was telling Michael last night, like, it was cool because the frog, once it starts like croaking, it was scary at the moment like it started croaking, and then like it zooms in on it. I was like,
Yeah.
I, wanna
it
know, I
scared
don't
me.
understand. I was never fully clear on what the noise was after the croaking. It was like,
that was
Okay.
his watch.
Yeah, listen.
That was his watch.
When you watch the end of the movie, what was that girl's name that got hung by the murder?
That got hung by the murder?
Yeah,
That
remember-
was just some random hooker.
Okay, so some random hooker was hooking up with this guy in like a telephone booth.
Oh.
And the murder of is it Governor what? What's his name?
McBride or something?
McBride.
Something like that. The murder of him who shot out the tire has this like watch with the string on it.
Yeah.
And,
And he's
and
the
that's how he
string-
hangs
Wow.
people.
Oh,
and
you
that's
didn't
what he
see-
did.
Yeah, because there's the one shot where his watch enters the frame and it focuses on just him doing shh.
Yeah,
It's
straight
crazy.
back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
but
an
I have a
awesome setup.
question.
I got one question.
So there's one part I didn't understand. So after the telephone booth, right? Like she was leaving, and he followed her, right? I didn't get why he followed her. Is it because she looked like the
Yeah,
main girl?
she looked like the main girl,
Yeah.
And that's why
I
he killed
I
the
got
woman
confused.
earlier at the Liberty Bell place.
yep, he's
Because
been
he
hunting
keeps
for
seeing
her.
all these girls that look
yeah.
like Sally,
Oh wow.
but it's not her.
I didn't even
until
think about
further
that.
on.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, I thought she just died, but then it cuts to a scene that she's alive and talking to the
Yeah,
main
exactly.
character. I'm like, wait, what just happened? But it all comes together now. That's really interesting.
So, Michael and I
Yeah,
got
got a
something
little-
real quick to say.
little,
Michael, why don't you take it away?
A little confession.
a little confession.
Yeah, we got a little confession. So,
Oh no.
you know, sometimes you procrastinate on some work. Well, you don't procrastinate. It ends up taking a little longer than you think, and you end up not being able to watch the last 20 minutes of the film.
That was gonna be funny because
so
last night
sorry.
Michael was like, "Yo, you should
I
watch
already
this
knew
movie."
that. Come on.
No, I know. You do.
Boys.
I'm gonna watch the whole thing again tonight, though. I will. I want to.
great.
I want the
Well,
whole
we
thing.
basically just spoiled the whole
I
thing.
know, but I still want to see it. And
You
I'll
could have
watch it
told
over.
us that, like.
No, we
It's
didn't.
fine. I want you guys to be able
I
to
don't
talk
think we
about
spoiled
freely
the
without
ending
worrying
for
about
me.
me.
What?
I don't even think we spoiled it.
We
yet.
talked about the
Sally
screen.
died, my
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, all right. But
Time.
so the funny thing was, Michael was telling me last night, like, I forget what time it was, but it was early on. He's like, "TK, you should watch this movie." Like,
When you hit, like,
tell
20 minutes, tell me, and I'll come and finish it.
And
Yeah.
this kid like disappeared. I don't even know where he went.
I was all like,
Where did he go? So I just finished the thing. And I just
Yeah,
and he
it's
comes
okay.
downstairs. He's like, "Is this the end?" I was like,
it was
"Yeah."
literally
Michael."
like, it was like Sally like dead. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sally
yeah.
like
It was a scream part.
Dude, that was.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, the scream was so
Yeah.
good. That cut,
Yeah.
that
I know,
cut is
I know.
so powerful, and like
Yeah.
John Travolta's performance is so good in that ending.
Yeah.
Travolta's a beast.
That movie's
He
gonna be
is.
haunting him for the
I
rest
just,
of
you know,
his life,
he
though.
made me like him. Okay, in Pulp Fiction, I really liked him, but this movie, like for
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
acting, I was like, I really do like
Fun
him as an
fact,
actor.
Pulp Fiction, Tarantino casted John Travolta in Pulp Fiction after watching Blowout. He's like,
Wow.
I gotta
Wow.
write a
I
movie.
would write a movie
And
with
Moose
him
said on our
after
last
seeing that,
podcast,
yeah.
Of course.
This Blowout would be one of Tarantino's three movies to take on an island.
yeah.
So it's no
Wow.
surprise.
Watchable.
Yeah.
And my situation was, it was 12:15 last night. I was watching it and I was too tired. I'm like, you know what? I got study hall tomorrow. I got 20 minutes left. I'll save it.
Yeah.
But your boy kept getting distracted.
Yeah, so
On that-
Alan
double tapping on that phone.
Going through it like
I was copping a muffin.
Yeah, here's my my dilemma. Like, so I learned my lesson, but I've told these guys about it. I think the reason I've gotten so sleep. I mean, I was watching it like super late at night, and I mean that's no excuse. But I think the
really
problem
isn't.
lies in the fact that like I basically when I'm watching the movie, I set myself up as if I'm going to sleep because I'm all reclined.
Of
like
course,
I'm all
yeah.
reclined on the couch. I'm laid out completely. I literally have my pillow with me and my blanket. So my mind just like I'm surrounded by darkness except for like a little bit of light. But that could be like
Yeah.
my mind's mimicking that as moonlight, and then I just feel it all.
Yeah.
La La Land should have won. I'm kidding. And then I just and then I just like my mind just like shuts down, and it's like a simulation of my bed basically. But I'm gonna learn. I'm not gonna use my blanket anymore when I watch movies.
I just
You want a
drank
medal?
some soda before.
Yeah, I drank a root beer the night I watched the movie, and I still
I can't sleep while watching.
You want a medal?
I don't know how you guys
Um,
do that.
So when I do like even at the movie theaters, so the Regal in Downingtown, we got those reclined seats.
Yeah, those
Oh,
comfy
too
seats,
comfy.
man.
Yeah, you guys
like
say
literally
that,
too comfy.
but
Like,
I recline it to the least degree so that
I
I'm
noticed that
fully
when we
awake.
saw 8th grade. I noticed that you just pushed it back a little tiny bit.
How
And I was
was
like, you
8th
want to
grade,
give a
by the
little
way?
more?
8th grade was fine.
But how do you guys sleep during a movie? Because like I always have to know what's happening, even
That's-
if it's
that's
cheesy.
the
Like,
only
I
reason-
have to know what's happening.
I focus so hard. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm really interested. But some reason, like my mind
It
shutting
just
down is so
starts-
much harder. It's so much like stronger than me wanting to find out. Like my mind, like wanting my
It's just-
body wanting to shut down is so much stronger. Yes,
I was just
obviously.
looking at
than me
Michael.
wanting to- yeah. I don't know. I can't speak.
You can do it, bud.
No, I definitely understand like that part, but watching that movie, especially any movie that's a suspenseful, like thrilling ending.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had to see how it was gonna end. Like I couldn't wake up in the morning
The
and then
slow
not know.
motion when he's running through the parade and the score is
I know.
just blasting. That scene gives me goosebumps every time. I'm just like so excited.
I know.
I'm
I had to like
bright awake when I'm at that scene.
Okay, I'm gonna confess. I skipped like 20 seconds through that scene just to get to what was gonna happen.
Wow.
Because I was like,
Oh,
holy
really?
crap, I
Crazy.
have to see what's gonna happen. I literally pressed that circle with the 10 in it two
Yeah,
times
nice. Yeah.
to skip to 20 seconds in just to see what was gonna happen.
Oh
well,
man,
I
turns
gotta
out
say-
she
that
died.
tension. Just
what about the what is it called? The Jeep part, like when he's driving. Like what was that?
the Jeep, like when he crashes?
Yeah, was that on purpose or like was he trying to swerve?
Nah,
out
he was
the
trying
way?
to swerve, but then he also didn't want to commit massacre.
alright.
I
Because
thought he
like,
died.
like me too. Like
You think he died, but
Yeah.
then he gets up and just walks out of there and hears the screaming, and he's like, "Damn, Cole, I gotta get over there." It's so good. I love that movie so much.
Nah,
man.
I just gotta say that was a great movie. I mean, that
What you
and
saw.
Dazed and Confused, like back to back, stellar recommendations.
definitely.
Yeah.
Really good.
And my guy Michael, so like back during the summer, I took him and our friend Bonsai to go see The
No,
Incredibles.
stop. No, we don't need to keep
And
talking
we saw
about
we
this,
saw a
man.
9:30 showing because it's summer. You don't gotta get up really for anything. 9:30. This man falls asleep the second the lights go. And not just that.
That's not true.
We were gonna get tickets.
That is not true. That is not
We were gonna get tickets
true.
to the 11:30 showing. So I'm like, all right, he would have been zonked.
Bro, he would be sleeping before he even gets.
Listen, you gotta carry me into the theater. Listen, here's the deal. Listen. I only fell asleep, I think, for like 10 seconds. I swear.
No,
Because,
no.
well, look, listen. Okay, Elastigirl's on the train. I fall asleep. I fall asleep.
Of course you wake up
I
for
fall
that.
asleep. I wake up. She's still on the train. And then I remember the whole rest of the movie.
Guess
Bro, that
what?
train
There's
scene
no
was
I-
quite long. Not
Michael-
gonna lie.
No, but like silly. No.
Of course, Michael remembers the Elastigirl.
No, yeah, every single scene. Like, oh my god. You can't be saying that. Who's the one?
Michael's into that.
Nah, we love you, Michael.
Oh,
Thanks.
man. You were gonna say something?
Into that weird stuff. No, I was gonna
I
say
hate you
exactly
guys.
what Cam said.
Oh man, I was gonna say we should all see Donnie Darko at 11 p.m. on Friday.
I'll do it. I will. I will do it.
Michael's gonna sleep.
It's a
through it.
date.
I'm not gonna
I'm
sleep.
scared,
I'll make
though.
sure.
It's a
Move,
date, it's a
move,
date.
stop. Look. I'll shake on it. Listen, I won't do it.
10
I won't
seconds.
fall asleep.
10 seconds sleep.
I won't fall
all these
asleep.
trains.
I'll see it at 11.
Yeah,
I'll
come
see
on,
it.
hold the sleep for 10 seconds.
Michael's not gonna
Only
see
sleep for
anything.
10 seconds, but
I'll see him dream.
Michael's gonna
Oh,
see
big dream.
the inside
got
of
a
his
question.
eyelids.
Moo, have you heard of the? One second. Have you heard of the movie, the 1930s movie M?
of course, Fritz Lang.
Bro, I want to see that so badly.
Oh,
My dad recommended it.
It's phenomenal.
We gotta watch that sometime.
Movie
We got it.
I'll give it
recommendation?
background.
Well, so this this week, because we want to reach a wider audience, because a lot of people don't take our recommendations, we're gonna.
We
Just
assume
because
so.
they're old films doesn't mean they're bad films.
They're usually better.
Listen to,
honest.
listen to episode number 1 if you want to hear more about that.
Yeah, true.
And also, before Moo does his recommendation for next week, I just want to give a quick shout out to Nick Piergiovanni and the Cross Country Boys for
Yes.
for listening so closely to Damn Cub podcast. They were giving us comments right before we started recording saying, "Oh, we love the show." So
Yeah,
we
really
appreciate it.
encouraging.
Thank
They
you.
straight up said that they listened to our podcast while they were cooking.
While they were cooking.
That's dedication.
Literally while they
That's
were cooking.
dedication right there.
And I also got to give big shout out to
Huge.
Kevin Small.
Oh yeah.
All right,
I was
he
gonna say,
gave us
just-
so many great discussion topics to talk about. And if you have any discussion topics, just send me, Mike, Cam, Brendan, a message on iMessage or something. And if you're not like a close friend of ours, then drop it in the YouTube
Yes,
comments.
just in the comments.
Yeah, please.
And
I would say also you can drop any. This is gonna sound like your YouTuber. Like drop any questions you guys have, just about literally like anything, just in life or about like the show and
Or about us
About us
personally,
personally,
because
yeah,
for
anything
sure.
I feel
like
like
that.
building
yeah.
an audience, you want to personally like reach out to your
Yeah,
fans.
we'll
I
talk to
think
you guys.
we'd like
Yeah.
for the viewers to start, getting to know who we are personally,
Yeah.
and maybe not this week, but starting up next week or sometime in the future, we'd like to start doing a Q&A.
Yeah, so we'll take those questions
that
that,
would be
you guys
cool.
submit
Well,
to us,
yeah.
and we'll take a whole session to answer them. Yeah.
As a, so with this podcast, right? Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, what?
With this podcast, I don't know what that was, but are you guys like for YouTube? Are you guys gonna start filming, or is it just?
That's for us to know and you to find out. As quoted by you previously.
But primarily, since it is a podcast, it's more of a listening
Strictly
experience.
audio,
but
yeah.
we'll see if we can release some footage at some point.
Yeah.
Although we do consist of 3 out of 5 filmmakers right now, but
That is
Exactly, yeah.
Like,
I mean, I did star in what was that movie called? Like The
Late
Last
Arri-
Rose.
Late
or something?
Arrival.
Late Arrival. I was lead male number 1.
Yeah,
Man
alright.
in bed, to be exact.
So this week's big man. This week's recommendation. I'm asking you guys right now because I got 2 things we can either do. All right. So one of them is Donnie Darko. We can watch that. There's tons to talk about with that movie.
That'd be good.
It's insanity. That we got that. But when you guys are talking about Moonlight and La La Land, I thought we'd do a double feature, watch both Moonlight and La La Land, and then debate whether which one should have won the Oscar.
Yeah, I take back what I said. I've never seen Moonlight before, so I can't say. I just said that as a
Moonlight's
joke,
a
but, like,
great movie.
I've never seen it. So
Croft and
I
I love both of them, and I'd love to debate which one I think would win. But you guys pick Donnie Darko or the Moonlight La La Land Face Off.
I've seen La La Land. I can't
Yeah.
even tell you how many times. But
Moonlight
Moonlight, I
is
have
on-
not
I've
seen
never
that.
seen
I haven't
that.
seen
I
that.
will. I would love to watch that movie
Yeah.
and talk about it. Yeah.
Personally, I think the double feature Moonlight La La Land would be amazing. As fun as the Donnie Darko.
Oh yeah, we can
Yeah,
still
we'll
have
definitely
fun
do
watching
that.
it.
Maybe, but we'll hit that up maybe next week.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking this week we gotta go double
Oh,
feature.
and also we got two special guests next
Two,
week
that's
that
right,
also
two.
like those two movies. So yeah, we'll do the double feature. So everyone, to prepare yourselves, watch Moonlight and La La Land. You might have already seen it, which is very good. I commend you for that. If you've never seen Moonlight, it is on Amazon Prime, so that's for easy viewing. So now we got two special guests next week. I'll let the boys take over for the hint.
Before we continue on with that, I'd like to say, Michael,
What?
man, you dropped airdrop, and there's this one picture of me that's so bad,
What do you mean?
and people have been showing it to me.
Oh wait, I know. Is it the license?
No,
it's a license photo, right?
No. It's
wait,
the one
right.
with me in the blue shirt,
The bucket
blue
head. It's the
sweatshirt.
bucket head, right? Pull it up.
That one and the
Yeah.
blue sweatshirt
Dude, it's
with like
Brendan,
the
man.
glasses
It's
on.
been
It says,
Brendan. Oh, that one.
yeah,
Oh, that one.
And people are like
Oh,
coming
not
up
the
to me,
bucket
like,
one.
look at this. I was like, what?
Brandon,
But
pull this up. I
Spread
gotta
like
see this.
wildfire.
Alright, I'll pull the photo up, but TK, I just want to let you know that photo wasn't airdropped by Michael.
It wasn't airdropped by me at all. I don't have that photo, dude.
Hold up.
It's airdropped by another member of the podcast.
Oh, it was Charles. It was Charles.
It was Charles.
That one.
Yo, Chaz. But
All right,
Anyway,
so
back to what
let's,
Lou was getting
let's
at.
give the hints of who our next week's
Oh, yeah,
special
we should.
guests are gonna be.
So, just first and foremost, both of these guests are smart guys who love music.
Really love
and
music.
Great musicians.
one of them, you could say, looks like the orphan from Meet the Robinsons.
Okay, the next one, here is the hint. T-E-E-T.
What?
All right, and actually Croft, because they love music, we're also recommending an album to talk
Yes,
about.
that's right.
Okay, so obviously anyone who loves music knows there's an infinite amount of good albums out there, but this one for this week is gonna be from my favorite band of all time. This is their third album, and this album is called Zenyatta Mondada by The Police. Now, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Personally, this is not my favorite album by them, but it's different and unique from their other stuff. It's more ska, kind of reggae-based, upbeat, and yeah, it's a good time.
Is there any way you'd recommend us like listening to it? You just go through start to finish? You think top to bottom be okay, or
Yeah.
anything to look out for? Any specific songs you think?
I mean, top to bottom, if you're just gonna go all the way, but a few great songs on that album. Canary in a Coal Mine is one of my favorite. There's one, I forget exactly, it's called like Do Re Ra Ro or something. I'm sure you've heard it. And Don't Stand So Close to Me, it's a famous one. A lot of good stuff. Oh, and my favorite, arguably my favorite Police song of all time, maybe just like right at the moment, Man in a Suitcase. Not a lot of people know about that one, but it's a good listen.
I can't wait. Sounds good.
Looking forward.
Weekend listening.
Thank you.
Who's the second guest? I didn't hear you guys say that.
That's for you to find out.
Just when you're listening back, just like scroll back 3 minutes and you'll hear the second guest.
All right, boys. Well, this is another episode of Damn a podcast. Timestamps will be in the. Oh wait, I should have said that in the beginning.
That's okay.
Damn, cuh.
One more time.
Damn, cuh.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, who is this?
Okay, I'm calling you back. What do you want?
Who is this?
I'm through playing games. You keep putting your phone number on my front door, so I'm finally calling it. What do you want?
Who is this?
Wait, so you put me through weeks of this weird stalker stuff? I finally give in and give you what you want, and you act like you haven't been doing this?
Pretty much.
Someone keeps putting notes with this phone number on my door saying, call me cutie, and it's freaking weird.
I don't know if I should actually take you seriously right now.
Let me continue.
Are you-
Well, if it's not
Okay.
you, then you have some sick friends. I bet you're pretty unattractive, huh?
Yeah, you're right.
I was going to take pity on you and ask you out, but not with this stuck-up attitude. So, you're too good for me now, huh?
Yeah.
All right, lonely. Have a nice life. Don't ever call me or leave me a note again, and learn some manners.
Okay.
You've just been pranked by prankdial.com.
Okay.